Okay, gentlemen, this is the big one, the tier list to end all others. The Naruto story arc tier list, canon only, and absolutely no Boruto. Is that understood?
But I like Boruto Barack. How can you not like it? Himawari is so adorable. I just love for her to sit on my lap so I can sniff.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, and I'm the one being indicted right now. Let's just get this fucking tier list started before Shippuden gets us banned from Discord. Here, let me start. Land of Waves B tier, small scale compared to everything else, but sets up the series perfectly. Sasuke gets his Sharingan, Naruto Nine-Tails Chakra, that emotional scene on the bridge with Zabuza and Haku. Overall, a solid first arc compared to most manga and anime.
B is probably the good spot, not the best, not the worst. Good pacing and structure. Important character growth moments that will be relevant later. Oh man, when Kakashi iced my femboy waifu, the poor fine piece of bussy. Sophing sad.
Utter tragedy. Shame there was so much censorship even in the Japanese version of the anime.
B tier it is. Now for the Chunin exams, arc plus Konoha Crush, which to me is still the Chunin exam arc. Unquestionably S tier.
Unquestionably.
Neji, Gaara, Shikamaru, Hinata, fucking Orochimaru, who doesn't resemble me in any way, you orange fuck. So many great characters came out of this arc. This shit was fantastic.
Don't forget about Rock Lee and Jiraiya Sensei. Some of the best fights in the series happened in this period of time. Naruto versus Gaara, Rock Lee versus Gaara, Sasuke versus Gaara, Naruto versus Neji, Orochimaru versus Sarutobi. God, the nostalgia boner I'm getting from this. Who fucking needs Viagra? Sorry, Kamala. I'm going to come.
Okay, search for Tsunade. Not sure where to put this one.
D tier, not very important. Only focuses on Naruto and Jiraiya and a weakened Orochimaru. There's a reason nobody really talks about this arc in depth.
Wrong, sleepy. Naruto learns Rasengan in this arc. Fucking Rasengan, the move that would become his most iconic attack, and watching him struggle and finding shortcuts to achieve it. Shit is fucking inspirational, and why I love Naruto as a character and Jiraiya as a teacher. Put that shit in C. Joe, you're a dumbass.
Barack, don't listen to the white-collar insurrectionist felon pussy-grabbing. The hell, man, I was your VP.
Joe, we still have all of Shippuden to get through, and there are far worse arcs there. I like nearly everything at Part 1. It's going in C tier. On to Sasuke Retrieval.
Well, that's an easy A tier arc. I mean, it has all the Sound 5 fights, and Naruto versus Sasuke at the Final Valley is so iconic. Definitely a tier.
Please, this one is also S tier.
Let me be clear, Donald. Nobody's saying it's not good, but we want to save S tier for peak brilliance. A tier seems like the best spot for this arc.
Big mistake.
Kakashi Gaiden?
Easy C tier.
Gaara's rescue arc?
Put it in B for base Sasori and Deidara. Shame Sasori got done in by fucking Sakura and that old sandbag Granny Chio.
You just like Sasori because he's a puppet like you to Putin.
No puppet, you're the puppet.
Tenchi Bridge?
Very boring and kind of drawn out, especially in the anime. The peak is all the nine-tailed fox body horror and the possession. I love the anime version of where it looks like Kurama is holding Naruto like he has possession of his very soul. Plus, Sakura gets hurt. That alone bumps it up to B, despite how nothing gets really accomplished.
One cool moment doesn't justify the fact the arc was just set up for Naruto's character development. Like you said, nothing gets accomplished other than Naruto feeling powerless and pushing him to not rely on Kurama. Put that shit in C, man.
Akatsuki Suppression Arc, A or S?
A tier for my boy Kakazu and for Russ and Shuriken.
A tier for my brother Shikamaru and Hidan, R.I.P. Asuma Sensei.
Okie doke, boys. For these next 4 arcs, I'm going to combine them as each one builds into the other. Itachi Pursuit and Battle Between Brothers both go in S tier. The build-up was well worth it, and the twist at the end really changes the whole dynamic we were led to believe about the Uchiha massacre. Any objections? No, then S tier it goes.
I can't disagree with that. But Jiraiya arc, which leads into the Pain arc, which is one of the best fucking arcs in anime history, my God. We need to make an S+ tier just for this one. This was peak Naruto and Kishimoto's best work. God, it would have been so much better if Pain had stayed the mastermind and not the ridiculous shit that came afterwards. Fantastic payoffs all around. Naruto finally surpasses everyone. Hinata confessing her love. Cycle of hatred, S+ tier.
Parts of the war arc are better.
No, they fucking aren't, Joe. Not even the war arc's best moments come even close. S+ tier is appropriate for this one because it really is the series peak. Everything just came together so perfectly.
But that's what everyone says. Don't you want this tier list to stand out?
We can defend what we liked about the clusterfuck that was the war arc later. That's where our list will stand out. And yes, everyone does put this at the top of their list. It just so happens that they are all right.
All right, time for the last one before the big one, the 5-Cage Summit. I'm thinking D?
Nah, man. Put that shit in F worst arc for sure. The samurai and Sasuke storming the summit was cool, but it just seems like the weakest arc. I mean, Naruto just got done saving the village, and he let some random chick beat the crap out of him to protect his quote-unquote friend Sasuke. That shit's so dumb.
I say put it in D because of how Sai rips into Sakura for emotionally manipulating Naruto for all these years and for Naruto rejecting her pity fuck offer. That showed great maturity on his part. Plus, the Danzo fight was kind of cool. I just wish Sasuke had succeeded in killing Sakura. Would have made the war arc a whole lot more interesting.
It sure as hell would have. Put it in D, but honestly, if we were going to put any arc in F, it would be this one. I won't accept any other.
Okay, so the creator of this list has split the war arc into 6 mini-arcs. I'd say this first one covers most of the Turtle Island training, and that definitely was not bad. It was so great seeing Naruto versus Kurama and seeing Naruto's mom and the flashback to the Nine-Tails attack on Konoha Village. I'm going to put it in a tier.
Confrontation, I believe, is the start of the war. I'd put it in C as it's mostly manga filler battles. Nothing super important happens here.
Climax is B. This is where Sasuke and zombie Itachi fight Kabuto and the real Madara Uchiha stands up.
This is also where Kurama and Naruto settle their differences, allowing Naruto to access Kurama's full power. Call it another talk, no jutsu moment all you want, but in that moment, one of the series' core conflicts was resolved. Did anyone see that one dash attack video from before he debuted his first VTube model? The one where he talks about Naruto's social and mental struggles dealing with the fox.
No, I only watched Gura, but I agree this union between Naruto and Kurama during the heat of battle was well earned. Unlike the cough cough fucking Obito.
This is definitely an A for me for the fights, and you're both right about Naruto and Kurama. That was a great payoff, and the powers Naruto gets from this are insane. Yeah, he gets even crazier powers later, but he basically took out all the Jinchuriki revenants single-handedly. Then there's also that 1-versus-3 fight versus Tobi with Guy and Kakashi. I thought you all said you hated the war arc. These are some pretty high rankings.
Believe it, Joe, believe it, and I'll prove it to you now. This is where things start going to shit, especially if you're watching the anime because of the filler. Obito was Tobi all along, really? Neji dies for no reason. Everyone being all right with letting Sasuke back into the fold. Not to mention how fucking overpowered Kishi made Madara when he already took out all the Kage. Oh, and Minato has perfect control over his half of Kurama despite being dead for almost 2 decades. When did he have time to do that? This arc is a mess. This arc is a waste. This arc is a big fat mess and it belongs in D.
Could not agree more. Just too much shit happening, it gets hard to even follow. And then you have all this extra lore about the tree and the Sage of Six Paths, and don't even get me started on that bitch Kaguya. Shit, she's next. Fucking F. Why couldn't Kishi just stick to one main mastermind? First he cucked Orochimaru, then Pain, who should have stayed the main villain, now Madara Uchiha. What unnecessary bullshit. Six Paths Naruto was dope, though. But still, F.
This leaves us with one last arc. The last 10 chapters. The rematch everyone's been waiting for more than a decade. I was a bit disappointed on how short it all was. Made the power-ups Sasuke and Naruto got in the last arc worth it, as I don't think the fight would have been as destructive without the blessings from the sage. Plus Naruto ends up with Hinata. What a freaking win for the fans.
That was some DBZ level bullshit that kind of made Naruto lose its uniqueness. But my God, was that fight fucking epic. That was some kaiju shit. And even though it all seemingly ends in a draw, Naruto was the winner as he finally broke Sasuke's resolve. That speech Sasuke gives at the end, heartwarming stuff, made me tear up.
I especially liked the part when Naruto and Sasuke exhausted their chakra and just start beating the crap out of each other. That was a great panel. My only thing I didn't like about the ending was that Sasuke marries Sakura after he tried to murder her with her back turned. It really doesn't make a lot of sense, and it rewards Sakura's toxic Sasuke simping. So for me, it's a B.
B is probably accurate.
It's clearly A, but whatever. I'll let you put it in B. This list is already fucked as it is.
Not as fucked as your approval rating.
I don't know how much more of your bickering I can take. I'm going back to my trap henty. Catch you losers later.
You want to play Ninja Storm 4? No teams?
You're on Sleepy.